Broadway's closed, no more cabaret shows.
Every theater nerd is home thinking this really blows.
But the Metzger-Timsons have the answer for you.
Trivia
With a star or two.
They've got multiple choice and in that voice.
When the guest stars sing, everyone will rejoice.
So grab a drink,
Turn your brain on and think.
it's MT Trivia
With the MT.
Oh my God, so sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I
Oh
didn't see
goodness.
you there.
Well, when it's been a doozy of a week, and when I get depressed, I just like to read my A is for Audra. This I was on P is for Patty, whose belt's big and brassy, made Ava so mighty and Reno so sassy. Oh.
We love A is for Audra.
We do.
Whenever we need a pick me up, you gotta go back to your roots, you know?
Back to it. I sleep with it at night. I snuggle it. Yeah. Welcome to MT Trivia with the MTs. I am Kevin MT.
I'm Chris MT. It's so great to have you here with us. If you are just joining us, maybe for the first time, if you saw us on Insta or something, please give us a comment in the comments so that we know you're here.
Give us a comment in the comments.
Give us a comment
That's
in
where
the comments.
Go, in the comments.
In the comments. So just type us a little like, hey, I'm here. Give us a wave.
We don't know
an
you're here
emoji.
unless you tell us, hey,
Yes.
girl, hey.
Exactly. Love the intro. Thank you, Clarissa. We wrote it ourselves.
What? I feel like it's been 6 years since we saw you last.
I really did. I usually like to make notes in our script where I'm like, what should we talk about at the top of the show? And all I wrote is, the world is a dumpster fire.
The world's a dumpster fire, but you know what? For the next hour, we're going to forget about that.
We're going to have a great time. We've got some great guests. We are going to raise some money, which brings me to our fundraising efforts for the month.
If you caught our show in September, you know we were raising money for Broadway. We were partnering with Broadway for Biden to help raise money for the Biden Victory Fund.
Exactly, and we decided what better charity and cause to just keep on donating to until the election.
1 month
Am
for
I
the
right?
election. Let's keep raising money for Mr. Joe Biden.
So, and Kamala Harris. So if we were at a bar, if we were doing the show live and you were going to show some love and give us a tip, right? If you're
Like
going to
the
put some
drag
money in
queens we
here,
are.
right? Instead, put your money where it counts. Follow this link right here, tinyurl.com/bwaybiden, and please donate whatever you can. No amount is too small and no amount is too large. So there we are.
Here we go. Listen, we have a mega show for you this week.
Oh my gosh.
So we might as well jump right into
gotta
MT
get
Trivia.
into it.
We have 3 rounds of trivia.
So much
2
coming your
Broadway
way.
stars, but only 1 will be a winner.
Ooh, who's it gonna be?
Our guest this week, she made her splashy debut upon the New York musical theater scene as Princess Jasmine in Disney's Aladdin, both on the national tour and on Broadway. But you probably know her best as Alyssa Greene, everyone's favorite girlfriend from the Prom musical. It's Isabelle McCalla.
Yes, and joining her is her college bestie and New York City roommate, the one, the only Duckling Donna from the Donna Summer Musical, Ms. Storm Lever.
Storm Lever is here! Yay! I need you by me, beside me, to guide me. Sweet green I sing, going down. Someone left my cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it. How much my
Izzy!
Hey!
Hi. I just saw you in the show. You are incredible.
Oh, thanks so
One of
much.
my favorite new performers on Broadway.
Oh, thank you.
We're after midnight in my wildest fantasy. Somewhere just beyond my reach, there's someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman's power. You do, oh, yeah. You look into my eyes and the sky's the limit.
Oh my gosh, Izzy and Storm! I am gagging that you are here with us.
Welcome to the show, ladies.
I can't believe it. You guys, I feel like well, first of all, I've known you literally for years because I've known you since you were in college at the University of Michigan. Go Blue!
Yes, Izzy and Storm were in my little brother's class. Kyle Timpson, shout out. Hey.
Don't age us like that. And now you're Broadway stars!
And now you're Broadway stars. Here we are. It's so crazy.
I can't believe it. Where are you coming to us live from tonight? Where are you, Izzy?
I'm in New York City at our apartment. Storm has abandoned me.
Oh.
It's fine. No, I'm kidding. Actually, technically, I abandoned her.
She abandoned me.
I
I am in
abandoned her.
our La Jolla Playhouse housing from the show we just did, Fly, in San Diego.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes, when COVID-19 hit, you guys were doing Fly, which, if you don't know, is a new telling of Peter Pan. Storm, you were playing Miss Wendy Darling herself,
I was.
right?
Yes. And Izzy, you were
Izzy,
Tinkerbell.
I was.
Tink.
were you flying all over that stage?
The entire time.
Just-
in the air, hanging about, doing little dances, making a little love, getting down tonight, all of that.
Oh my
We're up
gosh.
tonight.
Were you, I would be terrified. Like, how are you with heights? Like, was it a scary thing? Was it exciting? Like,
It was. Storm also flew too. I was definitely scared at first. Well, no, actually, I was more excited than scared. I love roller coasters and I love rides, so it was so much fun. The most terrifying was like you get loaded in the wings and then you just kind of like fly out in the rafters and then you have to like stare down. You're like
Dangle.
4 stories up, and then my first entrance was just like this drop straight down from the ceiling, and there's a video of it somewhere where I was like, oh my god, and I'm just screaming, and I got used to it. We all got used to it. But it was thrilling every night. I loved it so much.
Got used to it.
I loved it. She was.
Storm, did you have a different flying experience?
Iz is definitely the thrill seeker of the two of us. Storm Lever was not acting. Wendy Darling was terrified. Wendy Darling, it was a new experience every time. It was no acting required. It was exciting and thrilling and horrifying.
oh my gosh. Was it like in that Peter Pan fail where they accidentally lift the sleeping child out of the bed into the air and they're like, do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that clip?
That was me saying, oh my god, was exactly from that clip.
Yes.
I love that clip.
The thing is, Izzy, you're not poised. You're ready to play Glinda. They just hoist you up in that bubble. At least you have a platform below you.
I mean, it is good to see me, isn't it?
Amen.
ready.
Amen.
Oh
Oh
god.
gosh, I love it. So you girls were in previews for Fly, right? When COVID hit?
We had just opened 3 days before
Ugh.
COVID hit, so we got to open. We
got
had
to open.
performances.
Yeah,
we were doing
we
the
did.
thing, and short-lived experience, but so much fun.
Well, I hope that I'm sure it will. I'm sure we'll see Fly again, and this is not the last of it. I love, Storm, that you've just stayed put in San Diego because, why not?
Why
With
not?
that weather out there and
Hard to beat.
Summer
And New
in
York
San
is
Diego.
always there. I'll be back to my lovely New York
We'll
soon.
always
Always
be
there
there.
for you, exactly. And what a great talk about a crazy full circle moment that you two got to do that together. Like, it's so rare that you get to with a best friend, a roommate, a college person, person you went to college with. It's unbelievable that you guys booked that together and got to that experience. That's amazing.
It was. We talked
Yeah.
a lot about during when quarantine first started, how there were so many things about this production that felt like it was the right choice for us to do and the right moment for us to do. And then when all this went down, it just was a testament to, I was also meant to be stuck here with my best
Yeah.
friend. I
Yes.
was meant to get through this with someone that I trusted, someone that
Yes.
understood me and saw me so thoroughly when, for lack of better words, shit hits the fan.
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Well, we're about to take that friendship and rip you apart with some trivia.
Speaking of shit hitting the fan.
Let's make you competitive, shall we?
We have 3 rounds of trivia coming at you, and without further ado, our first round is a very special round
That we like to
call
a
a simple choice.
A simple choice, nothing more. This or that, either or.
Okay, so as you may have guessed, this is the multiple choice portion of the evening. We listen, everyone viewing at home, our friends here, they need your help. You are their lifeline. So if you know the answers, please throw it in the comments. We will throw your answers up here on screen. They can see all of your answers, even if you don't make it on screen. We have a full feed going on the side here. So
Help
if
them
you know
out.
it, give them some help, okay? Just know that we are on a 15-second delay-ish, so we're going to banter. We're
Type
going to talk.
fast.
But type as fast as you can.
The
Waste
minute
no
you think
time.
you know, just throw it
Waste
in
no
there.
time, okay?
Well, we
and-
like to theme every
Yes.
multiple choice category for our contestants. So since you both just were in a show about flying, entitled Fly, this week we entitle our multiple choice round...
Everyone deserves the chance to fly! And it's all shows that have flying. All right, here we go. So, our first question is, obviously, about Peter Pan. When Peter Pan played its out-of-town tryout in 1954, it did not receive favorable reviews. This prompted director Jerome Robbins to bring in composer Julie Stein and lyricist Compton and Green to write additional songs for the musical. The show we know today contains songs by both the original composer, Moose Charlap, and songs by Stein, Compton, and Green. Which of these songs is written by Moose Charlap?
I would say Charlap, but I like
Charlap?
your soft shh.
A soft, everyone needs a soft shh.
Yeah.
So which of these songs basically was in the original version of Peter Pan before they brought in the second writing team? Was it Never Neverland, I Won't Grow Up, Wendy, The Really Problematic Ugga-Wugg, or Distant Melody?
I have to say Wendy is like the dark horse of that score. I love that song.
I'm telling you, it's
so sweet.
It's so sweet and really hard to sing. Those octave jumps are not kind.
Wendy.
Let's be great.
Oh, look, our audience is already
I'm
chiming
glad
in.
both of our faces are
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Both of us are just like,
Now, keep in mind, ladies, you can agree, but you can also disagree because you're in competition. So there's
Right,
no,
right,
you know,
right.
Okay,
whatever you
competition. I'm gonna go with B because everybody's saying B first.
oh, wait. All right, fine. I don't even, is Distant Melody still in the show? Is that a thing?
I
Is
mean,
that-
it's that beautiful ballad in Act 2, you know? I think it's still in the show. It's in the Kathy Rigby version, the most
Clearly don't
recent.
know it.
I think
revival.
Okay.
it's still in the
that,
show. I think what you're thinking of is they've
Once
changed who
upon a
sung it. I think
time
sometimes
and
Peter.
yes. Oh,
Sometimes
I love
Peter
that song.
sings it, and
And
sometimes
it
Wendy
was Wendy
sings it.
in the
Got it,
TV
got it,
one.
got it,
in
got
the Taylor Louderman sang it on
Yes.
TV, right?
Okay, you know
Yes.
what? Because they brought in Compton and Green and Stein after the fact, I'm going to go with the very problematic Ugga-Wugg.
So, and Storm, you said I Won't Grow Up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Storm, I'm going to have to say to you,
Yes!
nailed it.
Which
And
means
Trust the
Izzy.
audience.
Izzy, you're going to have to get...
Fair.
Fair. So the original songs from the show included I Won't Grow Up. He also wrote I Got a Crow, Tender Shepherd, like all of the like really kind of classic, like upbeat, like silly songs. And then Julie Stein came in and wrote all the pretty ones, basically. And Ugga-Wugg, like, oh. But
Okay, good
but
to
yeah,
know.
it's really half and half. I was shocked when I was looking at the breakdown of the songs or whatever. It's like basically like a half and half score nowadays, which is kind of crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
One of my faves.
All right, we're off to a good start, y'all.
Our next question is, which Broadway actor was forced to end their run early after
I know
falling
this.
through a trap door, only to make a triumphant return in the finale on what would have been their final performance? Is it Raul Esparza, Kathy Rigby, Ashley Brown, Idina Menzel, or Reeve Carney? He took
I'm
away the
gonna let-
words for me.
I'm going to
Izzy
let
knows, so
Stormy...
let you go.
No,
you
I'm
know,
going to let
you know what it is.
No, you answer first.
Let's decide.
But you know
We
the
wanna get-
answer.
Let's give the audience a moment.
Rude. Okay, I'm not gonna look at the audience because I actually want to try to figure. Okay,
Don't look.
falling through
I-
a
it's-
chapter only made
it's
it
okay.
for the finale.
They fell through the trap door. They took some time off from the show, and then it
I
was
feel
supposed
like
to be
if
their
Raul
final
Esparza
show.
had he stands in belts, so he's not falling through trap doors. That's not his gig.
That's valid.
I will say
Kathy
all of these
Evan-
people were in flying shows. I did not. You know,
I love
they
that
were all
that's
in
a
flying
new
shows.
category of show. A flying show.
flying
Flying
show.
show, yeah, that is.
I really don't know. I'm gonna say
yeah, you do.
I do.
The audience is really on it.
Yeah, the audience
Izzy,
is
you
on
say
it.
it first. You say it first.
right.
I'm not gonna go with the audience. I'm gonna let you go first, and I will pick up the scraps.
No, yeah, I mean, like, if you believe... Okay, it's Idina Menzel.
What do you say, Storm?
I know she's confident, so I will go with.
You can agree.
I can agree.
You can
Yes,
agree.
That was on me for not agreeing with you the first time. And
I'm gonna go what Izzy says. I'm gonna do detail because she's smart.
Yes!
Y'all, of course, I meant to pull up an image of this, but
You guys-
of course, I'll look it up. I'll
good.
pull it up.
This is an
You
iconic
talk.
moment in theater history.
is.
Kevin and I discuss this all the time when we're like, if you think of like the top 10 most iconic musical theater Broadway moments, right? This is it's top 10, maybe top 3, 2, 1. Who knows? You guys, Idina Menzel. This is her. She emerged from the trapdoor. So at the end of Wicked, spoiler alert if you don't know, knock, knock,
Knock, knock, knock, trapdoor. She
Trapdoor
came
opens
out.
and she's supposed to come out and she's like, I didn't melt.
The whole
Spoiler
audience
alert.
had seen Shoshana Bean do 2.5 hours of a very difficult musical. There she is. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael Hull. Shoshana Bean had done the entire show, and Idina Menzel
so good.
popped out of the trapdoor in a red track suit in Wicked, you guys.
It's amazing. It's good.
Iconic.
Also, so a week before she was set to close, she of course fell through the trapdoor and caught herself with her elbows on the stage and hit both ribs. So the show stopped, and there's a famous folklore story of how they rushed
not
her to the
confirmed,
hospital.
but-
I've not discussed this with Miss Menzel, but if anyone out there has, please either confirm or deny this story. But they rushed her to the hospital. She was still in the full green makeup, in the dress, in the Act 2
gorgeous
dress.
Act 2 dress that's
a very expensive dress. There was
thousands and
literally
thousands
like
of dollars.
2 that existed in the world, and she's laying on the stretcher, and stage management's with her, and everyone's there, and the doctor's looking at her, and she can't breathe, and she's broken ribs, and it's the whole thing, and they're trying to unzip the dress, but they have to move her to do it, and the doctor's like, we can't move her that way. And he's like, we got to get her out of the dress. And stage management's like, you have to unzip it. You can't ruin this dress. It's too expensive. It's too expensive.
It's the only one, or the
And
only
she's
two.
laying on the stretcher in full Wicked Witch makeup. And she's like laying there, and they're discussing above her. And she goes, cut the dress. And they're talking, and she goes, cut the dress. And suddenly she grabs the doctor's coat, brings him to her face, and goes, cut the dress. So they cut the dress.
And listen, if it's
And
not true, if that's not true, I don't want to be right. You know
I don't
what
want to be, yeah.
Right.
That's the story I was told. That's
And
the
I'm
story I
sticking
believe
with
in.
it.
Cut the dress.
cut
While dressed like the Wicked
The
Witch.
dress, full green. I'll never get over it.
Cut the dress!
Broken ribs.
Ugh,
Broken ribs and all.
broken ribs and all.
All right, well, you both got a point for that one.
We're going to move on to the hit Broadway musical, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. In this musical, the central character, played by Raul Esparza.
Thank you, Clarissa.
You're welcome.
I'll be here all night.
The central character, Caractacus Potts, discovers the candy produced by a machine he invented can be played like a flute. What name does he give to this candy through song as he tries to sell them to the candy manufacturer Lord Scrumptious? Does he call this candy Fluty Scrumptious, Sugar Flutes, Candy Toots, Candy Band, or Toot Sweets?
I want you to know that when Chris was writing this question, when he came up with all the answers, he was like, I came up with really good alternate answers, didn't I?
What's
I'm really
so
proud of
sad,
myself.
I haven't seen this movie in so long, so I'm having faint memories of different things that they say.
Yes.
And now I'm questioning, has the song always been Fluty, Scrumptious, you too?
That is a song.
Yes, that is what it
That
is.
is a
That's
melody.
what it is.
I'm going to go with A. I'm going to go with A.
Okay.
I'm going to go with A.
Okay. I'm going to go with E, Toot Sweets.
That's for Izzy, Storm, unfortunately.
I was tricked.
You were
Never got
tricked.
wrong.
You were tricked because the central character's name in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is named Truly Scrumptious.
Which I just spilled wine everywhere. I got too excited. Give me this paper.
And the song is Truly Scrumptious.
I knew it wasn't Fluty, so it didn't make sense. I knew what you
Fluty,
are. No,
Scrumptious.
it is Fluty Scrumptious. See?
I was shady. I wanted to even the playing field. I wanted to even
fair.
the playing field.
That's
You
fair.
were up.
That's fair.
It is
I'm gonna
good.
let
It is
you-
good.
But
That's fair,
Storm,
that's
you were
fair.
committed. You were like, I know the song. And we were like, yes, right song,
You know
wrong
the
lyrics.
song. The song actually is Toot Sweets, Toot Sweets. Right? You know it. Yeah.
Something you eat. Yeah, it's a good one.
so good.
And
one
then
of
the
my
dogs
favorite.
run in, and then they eat all the Toot Sweets. It's
One of my
great.
favorite childhood movies. I also saw it on the Broadway. The car flew. It was magical. It was beautiful.
So beautiful.
Did you guys watch
Beautiful.
that movie as kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clearly not enough.
It's very scary. The child catcher is very
great.
scary.
Nightmares.
I was scared the child
Darling,
catcher was going to
the
come back get me
nose.
at any moment.
When we were stuck in Southern California traffic, my mom used to always be like, wouldn't it be nice to have Chitty Chitty Bang Bang right now? Like, literally every time. And I'd be like, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I love you.
I'm glad everyone still knows all the lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good. What a
You guys,
classic.
I have to say, I know we're early in the game, but
Oh,
y'all are killing it.
you're
So
killing it. All
Keep
right.
up the good work.
Here's our next question. From the 1965 Broadway flop, It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. It had one memorable tune that became a cabaret and audition standard called You've Got Possibilities. Which of these women first sang this classic song? Was it Linda Lavin, Peggy Lee, Leslie Ann Warren, Dorothy Loudon, or Leslie Uggams?
I think, okay, so I did a 16 bar of this in college at some point.
Everyone did.
And yeah, of course. And I think that her name was on it. So,
Izzy is queen of trivia.
no, but not necessarily. Like the comments are saying different things, but like I feel like it's. Oh,
What was your gut saying?
Can I see? My gut was saying Leslie Ann Warren, but it's probably wrong. But I feel like it's Leslie Ann Warren, but I'm just thinking Clue and Miss Scarlet because that's
Yeah,
We're always
I mean,
thinking
that's
about
what we're
Chloe
always
Scarlett.
thinking
That's
about.
always sleep. I mean, different character.
Yeah.
She's like 1 + 2 + 2 + 1. Shut
One plus
up.
two
That's
plus
her.
two plus- Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Mhm. That's her.
I'm gonna go with A.
You're going with Linda?
Yeah.
Storm!
Yeah.
Yes! Linda Lavin, the original You've Got Possibilities. I've already forgotten her character name. She plays like a secretary at the Daily Planet that's not Lois Lane, that's in love with Clark Kent. And so she's trying to like win him over and like seduce him with
Great
with
song.
the song.
Also, Leslie Uggams
I'm in
singing it.
shock.
Like, you've got.
I would love to hear her on it.
I thought that was a good
Spirit.
choice. Leslie Ann Warren was in. They made a made-for-TV movie. Not movie. It was like when Peter Pan was on TV. Like they filmed the stage
Yeah.
production. You know what I mean? It was that era of this musical. And Leslie Ann Warren played Lois Lane, so she didn't sing that song.
Got
but
it.
She played it, and Peggy Lee was the first like big like recording artist to record the song. So I was trying to
cool.
throw you off, but like you nailed it.
Nice. There's a storm brewing. Yeah, there is.
Yes!
You guys,
amazing.
you're killing it. But Storm did take the lead on that one. Here we go.
I
right.
am in shock.
Fine. It's
All right,
fine.
we're now obviously
That brings us to
Oh,
our
yeah.
Broadway bonus!
All right, ladies, Broadway bonuses famously do not have multiple choice, so you're gonna have to work this one out on your own.
Okay.
It is very niche, so like
This came
Don't-
from a podcast that Chris and I were listening to.
from Ashley Brown's mouth herself. So
Yes.
here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. In the Broadway production of Mary Poppins, Ashley Brown would ascend the bank's staircase while looking out at the audience, appearing to float up the steps. During one performance, she tripped and fell face first. Her quippy reply when she got back up won the audience back over. What was it? And I would encourage you to think of
Don't give them a hint.
Oh,
What
I
is
mean,
this?
Okay, I was just maybe,
No,
let's
we are
see if
not
the
that
audience
nice
knows
here.
first.
Does anyone know? Is anyone there?
I would encourage you to think of one of her songs
Yes.
to come up with.
It was
I'm gonna
very
go
in
with-
character.
She said, "Toppins a bag" and threw money to the audience. Final answer. No.
But you get a point for creativity.
You get a point for
Okay,
creativity.
okay,
That's good. That's good. That's good. I would urge you to think about like what she says about herself.
Yeah.
In the song.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
She probably like got up there and was like, "What? I'm practically perfect in every way."
We'll give that to
I
you.
like it.
We'll give
I
that
like
to
it.
you.
She said,
Can I do it? Can I do it?
"You can do it. You can do it." I'm just gonna reenact it for
her
you.
exact quote was, she fell, and she laid there, and she was like, oh my god, I can't believe I just fell. Mary Poppins never fell. And she stood up, and she said, I said practically.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that
good.
a
She had a
genius
round of
album?
applause.
I love it.
Yeah.
Have you guys
That's
ever
good.
been, well, I have two questions, because we have time. Have you ever been in a Broadway audience when there's been a major, like, guffaw like that? Or have you ever had one on a Broadway stage or a stage? Izzy, are you the queen of bloopers?
I am an incredibly well. Yeah, first of all, people usually have a laugh jar for me off stage because I break far too easily. It's a terrible thing. I'm very unprofessional, but I am also very clumsy. So when I was on tour with Aladdin, after the marketplace scene and we ran up to Aladdin's rooftop, the buildings would come together and create Aladdin's rooftop, and there were staircases that we'd have to run up. And his rooftop was probably like 4 feet off the stage, the deck. And what's supposed to happen? We run up on the steps. And then I'm supposed to step down and look to the side and be like, "Are you positive we really lost them?" But on this one show, I missed
she's
the
acting.
step. Yeah, I missed the step. So I went, "Are you positive we really lost them?" And I fell to the ground, crawled up the stairs, and then just like sat against the wall. The entire audience first gasped, then started laughing because I started laughing, and we were all dying. And like it was a minute of straight laughter. Adam Jacobs finally was like, "Are you okay?" And my response, not in character, I went, "You got some slippery stairs there."
Let's go.
That's in character.
That's in character.
I mean, it was, yeah. And then we continued, but that's
Oh my gosh, I love
that's
it.
my
Queen of.
major one.
That's
Oh
amazing.
my god.
That is perfect.
I love it.
so
Storm, do you have
funny.
any blooper stories?
Oh
or
my gosh.
did you witness a blooper or anything?
Storm's like, I'm perfect on stage.
I'm
all
not
the
perfect
time.
on
Practically.
stage.
practically. I said practically.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of so many moments of entering the white room when you can't remember what comes next. So many moments of watching Isabelle float above your head and turning on a line, trying to say her line to you in the air and keep eye contact and have to keep a straight face.
That's so real.
Just so many to
I
go
love
with.
it. I love it. That's amazing. Just like twirling in the air, like, can I stop myself?
But her fully committed and fully delivering the line and just to having to try to maintain the conversation.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh. All right, ladies. Well, we have one more multiple choice question for you tonight.
Okay.
And that is obviously about the hit Broadway show, Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. And as we know, it underwent major rewrites and revisions during their record-breaking 6-month preview period.
Could you
in which they
imagine
fired
being in
the one, the
previews?
only Julie Taymor halfway through that
Right.
preview period. But in version 1.0, Julie Taymor's version of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, it featured a group of 4 comic book nerds that commented on the action in song throughout the show. What were they called? Were they called the Nerd Alerts, the Comic Choir, the Four-Eyed Foursome, the
Gaming
Glee Club, or the Geek Chorus?
I would think that it would be the geek chorus because that's a play on the words and also the intention of what they're supposed to be, but I could be wrong.
I'm
It
gonna go with
Yeah.
the Four-Eyed Foursome, just because the show's a little bit more contemporary. But I like where you're going with the geek chorus too. That would have been my
Ooh,
other.
our audience is torn.
The audience
Yeah,
is
they're
torn.
torn.
E or B, C, A. We've got all of the answers.
Oh God.
Gideon Glick was one of these.
What's
4.
really sad for these actors that were part of that is they cut these roles and all of these actors were
Lost-
They
let
all
go
lost their
from the
job.
show.
in the
Yeah.
middle of previews.
Oh,
too.
no.
In
Yeah.
the middle of
I mean, it
previews.
was 6
Oh
months.
my
of
God,
previews,
that's
yeah.
horrible.
They
Yeah.
were all. I shouldn't say all of them. I think some of them were understudies, so they incorporated them into the ensemble, if I remember correctly. But it was.
But their entire.
I
future
remember
was
this
like,
happening, and it was like the first time I feel like in Broadway history where they were like, yeah, we just like let a group of actors go, and it
Yeah.
was like, oh my god.
You saw Spider-Man, right? honey?
I actually
didn't
saw
see
it with this group of actors in it.
So you know the answer.
You know the answer.
I'm gonna
so
stick with
final
E.
answers. E.
Final answer E, the geek chorus.
I think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna stick with C.
That was for Izzy. Woo! Woo! Sorry, I got too excited. The answer
my
is the
gosh.
geek chorus. How appropriate.
Proud
But
of
I'm
you.
glad I fooled you. Thank you for giving me a little confidence in my weird puns that I made up today.
I liked it.
Thank you. I'm like, what is a synonym for geek? Okay. So, well, ladies, I'm doing some calculations here, and I think I have not been keeping track. I think Storm might be in the lead by like a point.
I
close.
reclaimed it.
I think Izzy's
Are we
in the
tied?
lead.
I think
Izzy's in the
Izzy's
lead.
back up.
I think Izzy's in
she
the lead.
has.
Okay, we're gonna give that round to Izzy.
Or it's
well
even.
done.
It's very close.
Maybe
but listen,
even.
We're gonna give that round to Izzy.
Clearly,
Why
we
not?
have we'll go to the judges in a minute, but
They'll come out of the closets.
yeah,
Toby's on the couch. He's like, what?
our dog's keeping score back there.
People are saying we're tied, so we may be tied.
Okay, great.
Okay,
You're
thank
tied.
you.
I like a tie. I like a tie.
Thank you,
all at
audience,
home for
keeping track, yes.
I have
Yeah,
not been
yeah,
keeping
yeah.
score.
We've been having too much fun to keep score. As a reminder, if you are having fun tonight, we encourage you to support the Broadway for Biden and the Biden Victory League. Please, please, please. It is imperative for people like us, gay married couples, for people like our guests, women, for Americans in general, all of you out there. I can't implore you enough how important it is.
All of our rights are at stake.
Oh, this is
very
one of the
serious.
most important. This is the most important election we've had in our lifetimes. Please go out and vote. Please support Joe Biden.
And for a lot of you, it might be your last day to register. And if you are, if it's
Yes.
still possible and you have not registered to vote in many states today, it is
If you
the
live in
final day.
Arizona, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, or Utah, today's your last day to register to vote. Please register to vote.
So
It
please
is
get out there
it is
and do it. It
people
takes 2
around the
minutes.
world wish they had the right to vote in American elections the way we have the right. Please don't squander that right. Please go out and vote.
Go,
And if
go,
you
go,
have
Joseph.
the-
Amen.
If you
Thank
have
you.
the finances in this time, even $1 goes a long way. You have no
Yes.
idea. So please vote. Also, make sure you watch the
Yeah.
vice presidential debate that's happening on Wednesday night.
It's going to be rich.
And that is enough of our, and also stay New York tough. And that's enough of our political speech for the moment, but don't worry, more is to come.
Don't worry, we got more coming your way. So our next round of
Ooh, moving on to
trivia
round 2.
is very excitingly called
Name That Diva.
It's hard to be the diva, it's hard to be divine, to live the life of fever with your guts on the line. It's hard to be the diva, the stories I could tell. My life may seem like heaven, baby, but is it hell?
Yes, Name That Diva.
Okay, so here we go. Ladies, this is very simple. We're going to play you about 45 seconds, 30 seconds of an audio clip. All you have to do is name that diva.
Name the singer.
We'll let our audience play along at home as well. So when you know the answer, all you have to do is raise your hand and say, I know. Whoever raises first will come to you first.
But we're going to let the clip roll.
We're
We're going
gonna
to let
play
the
the
whole
whole
thing
clip.
play so people have a chance to write
know.
in. We're going to discuss
Yes.
it. We're going to make it happen. And because you both made your Broadway debuts as teenage girl, like playing teenage girls,
And-
we're going
yes.
to the OG teenage musical, Grease.
In a round I like to call Name That Rizzo or Sandy.
Ooh.
Are you ready for our first clip? Here we go. We're starting with the Rizzos, the bad girls. Here it is.
I could stay home every night, wait around for Miss Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true.
The acting.
I could hurt someone like me.
Izzy knows it. We got a hand up for Izzy.
Hand up for Izzy.
You got it, Iz.
Out of spite or jealousy, I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry. A fact I'll bet you never knew.
That's it. That's all you
That's
got.
it. That's all you get. All right,
So good.
Izzy, you had your hand up first. Any ideas?
Yes. It is Vanessa Ann Hudgens from The Grease Live.
Well done. Well done.
Yes!
Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens, that clear belt she has. Ooh, she
Yeah.
sounded so good.
We love Vanessa Hudgens in this household. We saw her live in Gigi on Broadway. She was so fantastic. And all of yes, and all of her live musical endeavors have been so great.
Yes, we're a Vanessa Hudgens household. Okay,
Yes.
so if we were casting a production of Grease with the two of you, which Pink Lady are you?
Ooh.
I was thinking about this before.
I have ideas, but I want to hear
I
from
want
the
to know
horse's mouth.
how you identify.
How would I
I don't know if I know. Yeah, I do. I know like the movie ones really well.
I mean, they're the
They're the
same.
same.
I would love
They
to
changed
do
the boys up, but the girls are the same.
Frenchie's just so funny. I think you'd make such a funny
Yeah.
Frenchie.
Ding,
Izzy.
ding, ding.
Yeah,
You are so funny. I think that would be so good for you.
Thanks.
I was
would
gonna say a Frenchie or a Marty for Izzy. I think.
Yeah.
Her Fronting My Love would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And the
It'd
kimono.
be fun. I mean, and she's obviously Rizzo, right? Or is she Marsh? What's the one that's obsessed with
What is obsessed? What is this? She's obsessed with
She's obsessed
No,
with this.
you know the one who's obsessed with Vince Fontaine?
Oh, that's Marty.
That's Marty.
Marty.
You.
I
both do a good Marty,
I
think.
actually agree with Michael Hull. I think, Storm, you would make a fantastic Sandy.
That's true.
innocent one.
The innocent one.
Yes,
and then
I
she-
think
she
that
would
would be
be
very
a
interesting.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like you both could do any of those roles, but yeah. Also,
Yeah,
if we
I'm here
were
for it.
We accept. When do we
Yes.
start rehearsal?
great.
Yeah, we'll
do
play
it.
all the parts.
Yes.
It's gonna be great because you know what people really love to see is Grease.
All right, you ready for our next clue? Our next Rizzo?
Yes.
We're sticking with the Rizzos for now. Here we go. Oh, it's coming.
I can stay home every night. Think around for Mr. Right. Showers every day, and no matter how far away, the dream comes down true. Could hurt someone like me.
I don't know.
It's so low.
No way. Really?
I'm looking at the comments and that totally is her voice. Oh my gosh. That's her voice. That's her voice.
Wow.
That's
What
her
do we
voice.
think?
What do we think?
What's our answer,
Want to
ladies?
say it together?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Rosie O'Donnell.
O'Donnell?
Oh.
No, then I have no idea.
Oh, then no.
You're
Literally no
close,
clue.
though.
We're
It's
very
that
close.
production, but it's her replacement, Miss Brooke
Brooke
Shields.
Shields, everyone. Who
Whoa.
replaced
Rosie.
Rosie O'Donnell in 1990. Well, it was the
The
1994
revival.
revival. Not sure exactly when she replaced, but they did
That husky alto.
They re-released the cast album with. They basically went in and just recorded Brooke Shields' like solos, and then like put it on top of the old cast album,
Yeah.
like and put out a new
You're
album with Brooke
kidding.
Shields.
No.
Poor Rosie.
Oh, poor thing.
She's
She had
doing
a
okay.
show.
She's doing okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes, that's Brooke Shields. There's a
Husky alto.
not we don't support bootlegs here, but there is a bootleg video of it on YouTube, and it's fascinating to watch. She looks like she's 45 years old.
Because she
Probably
probably
was.
was. They all were.
Amazing. All right, you ready
All right.
for our next Rizzo?
Our next Rizzo.
Yes,
Who could it
let's do
be?
I could stay home every night. Wait around for Mr.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it. You got it first. No, you were ready. Wait, I want to unbutton something.
Yes, and button it back, and button it
And then
back.
button it back. Wait.
She's not getting undressed for him.
On the,
It's
on the,
a,
on the
it's a
beat
movie
chain.
light.
It's on the beat chain.
There you go.
I could hurt someone like me.
Oh,
I wish I had a hat.
a hat and a blazer, a hat and a blazer.
For jealousy.
Anyone out there have an idea?
I don't feel and I know lie, but I can feel and I can cry. All that time
He's gonna do this. He's definitely gonna do this. He's gonna kill me.
Oh, it's out of love and admiration.
Oh
That's
my
our
God.
dear
You guys can say it together.
Conti.
Bobby Conti Thornton!
You raised your hand first. You.
We'll give you both the point. He
That
is a friend of
vibrato,
the
I
pod.
recognized
He's a friend
immediately.
of you guys. He's a friend of the pod.
Former
guest
guest.
on MT Trivia, future guest on the 5:30 Quarantini
Which
this
we'll get
week.
to at the end of the show.
You guys, Bobby's
course-
coming at you this week as well.
Your classmate, Bobby Conti Thornton.
What
Love
a
Bobby.
what a star, and
best
what a
Rizzo there ever
hilarious
was.
song. The best Rizzo.
The best.
But like, actually, like he sounds so good.
Oh, amazing.
Bobby
On
Conti Thornton has
everything.
never sounded bad in his
On
life.
everything.
Right?
The whole I cut out. There's a whole little bit there that he does in the middle of that.
Didn't he go in the audience?
Yeah,
Like,
the
and
whole
he's like
thing.
flirt. Ugh.
He's
Yeah.
dreamy. He's dreamy.
Oh, booby.
Oh, so dreamy.
All right, those are our Rizzos. Now, shall we move on to some Sandys?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Here's
Yeah.
our first Sandy. You ready?
But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love
You raise your hand first.
Izzy's first.
Ooh, that was quick. Anyone in the audience have an idea?
If you know at home, this is your chance.
Also the highest key that we're gonna get all night of this.
Amen. That option, though.
So good.
So gorgeous.
Oh,
So good.
You guys wanna say it together?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Lord.
Laura Osnes.
Yes! The show that put her on the map.
I was obsessed with Grease, You're the One That I Want. Like,
Were we
that? Yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually never watched it.
How dare you?
I
Highly
didn't.
recommend.
I didn't. I know I should go back and do it.
It's
We
for
were-
I mean,
us.
I'm a Laura Osnes stan, but I did not watch the reality show.
Remember when they had them all in the gym and they were all singing at the same time and they were just going around and like touching the people that were
My nightmare
Let
come
go.
true.
Yes.
They were like, "You can go, thank you so much."
I feel like that's like
That was
Mimi
like
style,
episode
like,
1.
Andrea, like,
They had how many people did they have?
was.
Like 50 people.
So many.
And it was like
Oh my
Kathleen
God,
Marshall and her associates
atrocious.
walking around, and they would just go up to someone and be like,
Like,
"Thank you
Bob
so
Notch."
much," and the person would like leave the room. And
And
I was
try to
like,
hide their tears from the camera.
I need to YouTube that immediately after this is done.
Everyone, go home and look it up. You're the one that I want.
"That's how I'm gonna hold all my auditions in the future. I'm just gonna bring you all into a pro
Everyone
studio."
together.
And just walk around and be like,
Walk around.
You're done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next time, I'm
If
gonna
I
be
touch your
terrified.
shoulder.
I'm just gonna run away from you anytime I
You can't touch
Everyone
me.
just
It's like
runs.
tag.
You didn't touch me.
It's like tag. You didn't.
Oh my god, I would never, but that's so funny. That's so reality TV.
The thing is, you're going to do that next time we're in an audition room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, thank you.
Very
And we're done.
corona friendly.
Thank you.
So corona friendly, right?
With this
Just
elbow.
50
It's gonna be
people
like,
in a
yeah.
studio,
Thank you.
Oh God.
all in masks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would never. No, we're nice.
No, you would never.
We're nice.
You're the best. You're the best. You're the
All
best.
right, our next Sandy coming at you.
All right, here we go. Oh.
But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. Headlight in my head, hopelessly
Izzy,
devoid.
you're nailing it.
Oh, the flip.
Oh, the flip.
Hopelessly devoted to you.
Country twang.
I'm gonna be embarrassed. I know this voice.
Hopelessly devoted to you.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Kristen
Kristen Chenoweth within the most alto key she's ever sung in.
That's why I didn't recognize it at first. It
It's
wasn't until
from-
she went up into the head voice we recognized. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. There's
It's
that
from
voice.
Pushing Daisies.
It's from
Pushing
Pushing
Daisies.
Daisies.
They did a weird.
I forgot
they-
she sang on that show.
It was a weird. It was a weird moment.
She sings on
It was
it.
a
That
weird
show was
moment, but
so good,
great
though.
show.
Oh,
I never watched it.
oh my god, it was
And she
so
won
good.
an Emmy for that, as she should. So
As she should.
fierce.
Yes, she deserves all
Um,
the things.
Does she have a Tony? Oh, of course, for Charlie Brown. Duh.
Obviously.
Okay, we have one last Sandy for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are killing this round.
But now there's nowhere to hide since I pushed your love aside. You're out of your head, hopelessly devoted to me. Hopelessly devoted to me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hopelessly devoted to me.
Oh no.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So you know what's sad? I
you
think
see
I was
this
there that
performance?
night. Yes.
This is from the Pronoun
I know it's
Showdown
Pronoun
at
Showdown.
54 Below, so they switched the pronouns of the song. An iconic Broadway performer and
I recognize his
Hunky
voice.
leading
Beautiful,
man.
beautiful,
Yeah.
I
beautiful.
know, Michael is
How
here.
dare
Michael's
Izzy,
like,
you
I
were
heard
here.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I can see it. I can. Oh my God, I definitely. Oh shh.
We gotta
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. But you sound great, boo.
Oh, is it? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Zach. It was. It was.
You're close.
Oh, I was close.
You're
Derek.
almost
Derek
there.
Klena.
Yes! Broadway
panic,
leading man.
I
Broadway
truly
leading
was
man.
like,
Derek
I
Hanna.
had, you know, when you have like sense memory, and
Yes.
you're like, oh my god, I know this, but like I just couldn't place the face. So
Izzy, that's me every time Chris does like we test like a name that diva, and when he tests it on me, I'm like, I know this voice. I know this
Yes.
voice. I know this
Yeah.
voice.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
this whole
yeah.
round, this whole round was born out of like, this is what Kevin and I just like do on like a Tuesday night. I'm like, who do you think this is? And I just like play a song, and I'm like, guess who's singing? Like,
I'm like making
so we're
dinner,
like,
and
we
I'm
should-
suddenly panicking. I'm like,
Sweating.
I know this voice.
I was like, we should put this in our
Rice
show.
is
Like,
burnt.
Yes.
and here we
Oh,
are, a
my
whole
God.
round is born.
Very good, Izzy. Very good. You were there. You saw it live.
I believe
You guys,
done.
for the first time ever on MT Trivia, we have a Name That Diva Broadway bonus.
bonus.
We
It's a
have
good
one last Sandy for
One
you.
last Sandy. Here we
Okay.
go.
I'm not even going to, I don't want to give you any context. I'm just going to play
Okay.
it. But I'll tell you, this woman has never played the role. That's all I'll say.
okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. Not the first to know. It's just no getting over you.
Izzy?
Whose voice is that?
Is that Mariah?
That's Mariah Carey!
Loved this song when I was little. I won a talent contest singing this song, and I believe it went a little something like this. Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. Not the first to know. It's just no getting over you. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Newton-John.
That?
And then she brings out Olivia Newton-John! And they duet!
Baby Mimi! Oh my
Yes,
god!
you guys go home, Google the whole clip.
Google the whole clip.
It's rich.
It
Now,
is.
but like you
Oh.
both singing on either sides of her really made that.
It's the
So-
trio I never know I needed.
Oh,
I'm so
yeah.
happy. That's
You guys, Mariah Carey, I mean, what more could you want? What more could we all want?
Could you die? Mariah Carey singing Hopelessly Devoted.
We love Mariah.
Truly fantastic.
And speaking of Mariah, this has nothing to do with Mariah, but if you're having fun tonight, please give some money to Joe Biden.
Mariah Carey would!
Mariah Carey would, and so should
Carey
you.
would. Yeah,
No,
she
you guys,
would.
though, seriously, if you're just joining us and you are having fun, please consider donating a tip to us all to the Biden Victory Fund. You can access them at tinyurl.com/bwaybiden. We're partnering with Broadway for Biden until the election to make sure and ensure that Biden and Kamala Harris get elected. And to the
Yes,
and that
thank you.
all and that we really turn everything blue and we get out of this hellhole that we're living in. So, without further ado, I think that brings us to our final round, which I like to call, and so does my husband,
Sing out, Louise!
Sing out, Louise!
Sing for me, my meadowlark. Sing for me of the silver morning.
Alrighty, so this is
Smart.
someone's hydrating.
Strong's hydrating.
So, for those of you who may not have joined us before, this is the part of the show where we ask our Broadway stars to sing for us.
I sit back and listen to belting.
Yes, and so we have sent these girls 3 tracks each. They did not listen to them, Scout's honor, before the show, and they are going to get a little bit of lyric, and then the lyric's going to stop, and we're going to see if they know
They know the
rest.
words.
All right. So, ladies, we'll take a volunteer for who'd like to begin.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
All right,
I'll
Storm.
get away.
These are in little mini rounds. The first being songs from your past.
So
Oh,
Storm,
that's
you're
even
gonna
worse if I don't
Storm,
know it.
You're gonna open number 1.
make sure they might be out of order in the way we sent them to you, so make sure it has a number 1 on it. Yeah.
I'm over
yeah.
here sitting like I have to do something now.
Yeah,
Yeah, now
gotta
you
pull it
have
up.
to work. I sit back and watch you.
It's like SL1 or
Everybody-
something. And we're
This
gonna
about
girl
to get
can
vocal.
belt.
if Storm knows the song from her past.
Storm Lever,
Here she
everyone.
is, Storm Lever.
When he said, come in with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared.
Well, excited and scared, but he drew me close and he pulled me down a dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never need to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. No, don't know what comes next. No.
And we're going to the light.
And we're back to the start. And I know things now, many wonderful things that I never knew before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. It will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care of strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is better than good. Granny said, straight ahead, and I'm gonna go to bed. Is it nice to be great? One day I'll have a date.
Oh my god! I mean, it's not what Sondheim wrote,
Even
but
Sondheim would be proud.
he'd
It
be proud.
rhymed. The rhymes are excellent.
Okay, this is Storm's like biggest skill. She will make up words to all the songs, but they will always be smart. They will always make sense, and it's
Listen.
always such a good
But
time.
she knows the lyrics to nothing.
You're getting full points for that round. That was amazing. You got all the
Yeah, you
important
definitely
words.
get points for that one.
You got the melody. Yes, whoa, whoa.
You famously played that role at the University of Michigan, correct?
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did.
I made a request that every show I needed a real loaf of bread to eat off of for my character, and I ate a full baguette every single show because I was trying to be authentic and
Listen,
really
I
take my craft
appreciate that.
seriously.
Girl,
Very
work.
your method. We get it. We
Yes,
understand.
yes.
I love eating on stage. I fully support that.
Amazing.
Izzy,
Great job.
You might have an idea of what might be coming your way, but I think it's time
Izzy, you
for
wanna open your first?
song from your past.
We'll see. Okay.
Silence. She's
God.
getting...
Yours wordy too.
To have a girlfriend known as Elsie.
Yes,
Oh.
Sally Bowles.
With my head for sorted rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower.
Ooh, accent worked and all.
As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour. The day she died, the neighbors came to snicker. To some pills and liquor. But when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen. I think of Elsie to this very day. I remember how she turned to me and say, what good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Fuck, I don't know where I am. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret.
Yes! Nailed it!
I don't know where it was.
They were giving you a lot of
track got
dramatic.
too fancy
They
for
were
it
giving you a
sound
lot of
good.
dramatic pauses in the track.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, is this the cabaret version? Or are we actually with the is she
Yeah,
at
the
Right,
tears,
what
like the
moment
whole
am I
thing.
in?
live? What moment? But
There
Yes.
are many
It was
keys
fun.
of this song, as I learned from putting this track together. There is a Liza key, there's a Natasha Richardson key, there is an OG key, there's a lot going on.
A lot going on.
That was like the classic key.
All right, you both nailed round one, but let's move on to round two.
Izzy, I saw you play that role and you were stunning.
Fantastic.
thank you.
Stunning.
It was
It was so good.
Yes.
Oh,
All right, our second mini round, Storm, you're going to open number two.
Oh,
So in
goodness.
honor of Fly, these are merely songs from Peter Pan, the OG. Do you know them, or do you even know?
Oh.
Oh no.
And keep in mind, I did give them permission before this broadcast.
Oh yes, just remember. Don't even give it away, Chris. Just
I gave
remember
you
what
permission.
Chris gave you. The
I
permission.
gave you permission. If you don't know it, you know what to do.
Okay. So I'm not gonna
Just
know
fly.
it. Or I should know it, but
Just
I'm not gonna know
fly.
Just fly.
When I look at myself and I see in myself
Oh, no.
all
I
the
don't know
wonderful
any of these
things
words.
that I see.
Okay, no.
If I'm pleased with myself, I have every good reason to
I know
be.
one part. I've got a crow. My name is Peter. I'm happy to see her, and I wanna be Peter Pan, 'cause I know I can't sing anything. Will you sing with me? I know the melody. Oh my god! Not even
Oh my
close.
God.
I don't think I
Not
get
even
that
close. We're gonna give you
Good.
Yeah,
on that one.
fair.
It's okay, though.
That's
But
fair.
again, a point for creativity.
That's an
Point for
album
creativity.
she's listened to once, thinks it's beautiful, but did not
Yes,
memorize
yeah.
it in that one.
It's
That's
okay.
all right.
You did better than I would have, honestly.
Thank you. My cuckoo too was pretty. It was pretty. It was.
Your
it was
cuckoo-
crow.
Your crowing was excellent. I give you
Yeah, a point for crows.
50 bonus points for
Yeah.
crows. Okay.
Thank you.
So, Izzy, would you like to pull up your Peter Pan selection?
Sure. Jesus. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
This is what we do in our apartment on any given night.
Yep, same Peter
Actually,
Pan.
it's kind of true.
You'll have a treasure
Oh, wait.
stay there.
More precious far than gold. For once you have found your way there, you can never grow old. So come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things and your heart will fly on wings forever in never, never.
Yes! Oh,
That
what
was
a beautiful
amazing with the
song.
soprano surprise at the end.
Written by,
No surprise.
what did we learn tonight? Written by,
Julie
Julie
Stein,
Stein.
Townsend and Green.
yes! You guys, I played Peter Pan in 8th grade, and it was the
Yes,
8th
you
grade
did.
musical, and I got cast when I was still a boy soprano. And then you know how in middle school when you rehearse for like, you know, the entire year for the school play, right? So it was like a 4-month rehearsal process or whatever. And by the time we got to the show, I was taller than Captain Hook and my voice had changed. And so the whole song like sat in my break, but I like just sang it like in 2 different voices. So I'd be like, in never, Neverland.
Baby Chris.
I would have fired you.
Is there footage of this?
Oh, it's somewhere. It's somewhere. I'll find it for you.
We would have replaced you.
Literally in the tights and
my
all,
God.
living my Mary Martin dreams.
No one wants
A
to see a
gross
boy
word.
with
What's
a
that
changed
like?
voice in tights. I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that. I do.
Debatable.
Listen, I was really popular in high school, as you can imagine.
I just can't imagine. That was beautiful. I'm still in awe of that.
Yes, we love.
You both nailed that round. Storm, for your lyric writing. I think you should get in
And
touch
your-
with
your
Lin
pro
Manuel. He
commitment.
might have work for you.
Yes.
And Izzy, for your heart. All right, so okay, our final round. Here's the thing. Here's the gag of this.
Oh, no.
You both have appeared on Broadway stages with iconic Broadway divas. Storm, you have
Tony
winners.
winners.
Yeah.
Storm, you of course appeared opposite the one and only LaShawns.
Ah,
The one
queen.
and only.
And
Queen.
Izzy, you of course chewed the scenery alongside Beth Level.
Dame.
So as you can imagine,
So I hope you've studied their careers
some
to
iconic
understand
songs coming your way.
what you were working with, because we're about to put you to the test and see,
fingers
do you
crossed.
know their most memorable moments?
Will you
Storm?
make them proud?
Plural?
Storm,
You each have one.
please
Terrified.
give it to
Storm.
us.
Terrified.
Make
got
LaShawns
this.
proud. Here
You
you
got
go.
this. I believe in you.
Oh God. Okay.
Please be there.
Don't you remember your little tea moon from the tree? Wake up, look down, hear my prayer. Don't single me out and forget me. Oh gods, let me fly. Take me to places where no one before me has been. You spare my life, show me way. You tell me to wait like the fish from the bait, then you do something else. I don't know the next part, but I know this part. Waiting for life to begin. Waiting for life to begin.
Oh my God!
Yes. Yes. Oh, can I just say, like, we need to see you in that role somewhere, somehow. Like, let's bring it back. Bring it back
Hashtag
to Circle
Storm
on the
Lever
Square.
for T-Moon.
We need it.
Get it trending.
We need it.
Yes, everyone out there, start trending it. Hashtag Storm for T-Moon.
Storm for T-Moon. Let's get some goats. Bring it back to Circle on the Square and let's just make it happen.
My showerhead gets to hear that one often, so that's why
I
we do
bet.
some of those lyrics.
Yes. No, we
Yes.
loved it.
So
Obviously
perfect.
made famous by the great LaShawns. She won a Tony for that role.
I don't think she did.
didn't?
She was nominated.
She won for
her
Color
Tony
Purple.
Color
You're
Color
right. She was
Purple.
nominated, but she won for Color Purple. But
Storm as T-Moon. Yes, there it is.
we
Get it
need it.
trending.
Hashtag Storm as T-Moon.
But that Broadway diva was Haley.
That was. You know
Slaying,
why that was
slaying.
Haley?
You
We
know-
had to use the Haley recording because LaShawn sang it up a step.
Yes, she did.
a whole step.
And
Yeah,
there's
she
no
did.
instrumental track that is in
because
the
nobody
LaShawn's
sings
key.
it higher than that. Nobody can sing it up a
Sean's
step.
does.
LaShawn sang it up
So
a
we
step.
could not find an instrumental track in LaShawn's key, so we had to use the Haley recording because
Well,
that's the published
Thank
key
you.
now.
Yes,
So we
you're
saved
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I was like, LaShawn, I mean, go listen to that original Broadway cast recording. LaShawn is not
It's-
playing around. That is high
And of
AF.
course, yes, that of course was Broadway revival Haley Kilgore, also equally as
Also,
beautiful and
what a
amazingly
star,
talented.
yes.
And woo!
Ugh.
You nailed that. All right, we'll give you a whoa, 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 work.
Yes.
All right, Izzy, you ready to channel some Beth level?
Bringing us home with some Beth
Always.
level.
some Best level, next level, best level.
level. Yeah.
All right, which level bevel do we got here? All
You're
right,
about
let's
to find
see.
out.
Okay, sorry. Second.
Here we go.
I know.
She's gonna stand.
Dawn's blinding sunbeams, barely knowing right from right, nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, bumble, fumble, plumble, as we stumble
Oh my gosh, Izzy!
Isabelle McCalla. You must be kidding.
2040. Drowsy Chaperone Revival
here.
2040. We need Izzy as the Drowsy.
Izzy, what was your password in high school?
Beth level.
Just Beth level?
It was. Well, in middle, yeah, my password for my computer was Beth level.
Wait, I'm obsessed with that.
No,
I was-
I
No,
may or may not have
Congratulations.
studied the bootleg on YouTube of that performance.
Oh,
Did you ever tell her when you were working with her that she was your middle school password?
Oh yeah, she likes to bring it up. She it's like it's well known. Like I've talked about how like I wrote a paper about her in middle school, and like I've always been in love with Beth Level. And then my high school friend came to see the prom, and she was like, "Hey, remember when your password was Beth Level?" And I was like, so I told her, and she said, "Oh, why'd you change it?" Like in classic Beth comedy.
I
Just
love it. Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
her so much.
That's amazing. I mean, like, I would kill to see you as
Janet Vandergraaf.
But
actually, after
you've
that
got a drowsy
performance-
chaperone in your future. honey.
There's a drowsy chaperone in your
Oh,
future.
yes.
We'll do both. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
we're
do
gonna move
groups.
through the
rap.
years. Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up doing like a Beth Level style career where you're gonna do things like the Peggy Sawyer and then the Dorothy Brock and the
Yeah, you're gonna do
Janet
it all.
Vandergraaf and you're just gonna keep going.
The play.
I love it. Storm, what was it like for you meeting LaShawns and working with LaShawns? I mean,
She's
oh my God.
a queen. She's a queen and she's a presence. And there's a reason that she's worked as much as she's worked, and there's a reason that she is the star that she is. She's incredible. And she's Mama Sean. She takes care of her babies.
That's amazing.
I love it.
Oh my God.
I'm just so in awe of the two of you that you have worked. You've worked and done the shows you've done and also shared stages with the women that you've
These
shared
legends.
stages with. And I can't wait for like 20, 30 years from now when we're still doing this show with recent UMich grads. And we're like, and you shared a stage with Isabelle and McCalla and Storm
We
Lever.
had them on our show the first season in 2020.
when we're doing the
during
show from the
quarantine.
retirement home. Oh my
Can you
God.
imagine? Oh my gosh. Well, ladies, I'm doing some calculations here, and it looks like you're both winners! Wait for it!
We, of course, like to end every MT Trivia with Carolee Carmelo belting.
Obviously, in a black slip, because
In a
what could be
black
better?
slip.
What could be better?
Ladies, you are both winners for us. And with us and for us.
With us and for us and always.
Always.
Thank you so much for being here. This was such a
Where
blast.
can people catch you? Where can people catch you these days? Where can our audience, check you out, see you do? What's going on? What's happening? What's the tea?
Right now, we all know theater is lacking, so you can catch us on our grams doing our own little theater in
The
our
Graham,
apartments.
scrolling on the bottom right there. Give them a follow.
You can catch us in phone banks. You can catch us in vote
Yeah.
by mailing. You can catch
Vote by
us at the
mail,
polls.
writing letters, text banking.
We're writing letters. We're doing all the things.
If you have money to donate, donate to Get Mitch or Die Trying, so we can flip Senate races to blue. We need to vote blue down the ballot.
Get Mitch or Die Trying. That's a good one
Yes,
as well.
yes, that's a really good one.
Yes. Yeah, thank you for that.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. You're both winners in our hearts. We
Thanks
adore
for
you
having
both.
us.
And hopefully
Too
we'll,
much fun.
we'll see you in person soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, this was so much fun. I love this. I love you both. I
It
love
was a
Storm.
blast.
I just
I
want to
love
make out
you.
with you right now.
Soon, my love, soon.
Soon. Off
Gotta
camera.
come back. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Bye, girls.
Bye.
Woo. Oh,
Oh
what
my
a
gosh, what a
show.
show. They are just like the sweetest, best, most fun ever.
My heart is so
Most
warm.
funnest, mostest.
The most
The most
smartest.
smartest.
Oh, yes, the most
Oh my
smartest.
gosh. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you had fun tonight, Broadway Talk Live has a whole slew of shows for you.
So much coming up. You can subscribe to our channel somewhere on this screen right here.
BroadwayTalkLive.com. Subscribe. You'll
Yeah,
get
give us a
notifications.
subscribe, and they will notify you every time we're going live with new content. And speaking of new content, honey,
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, it is Good Morning Tonight with Jackie Cox and Michael Hull.
What more could you want?
What more could you want? Tomorrow's guests are Broadway's Danny Quadrino.
in the audience tonight, holla.
And tomorrow night kicks off their Oztoberfest.
Oztober.
Where they'll have an Elphaba with them each week. And tomorrow night is Elphaba Jackie Burns. And
They also have the hosts of the drama podcast tomorrow night.
Yes.
It is a star-studded evening at Good Morning Tonight.
Good Morning Tonight. They always end the show with a really fun parody song. So check it out. It is a
I
hoot
hear
and
that
a
Jackie
half.
is writing something LOL for tomorrow
It's
night.
like a morning show for the nighttime, and they always
They drink
have
wine out of coffee cups.
They drink booze out of coffee cups, and
Yeah.
it's like all of us in quarantine. So
Yes.
check it out. That's
And then-
Miss Jackie Cox and Michael Hull. And then Thursday night,
We have the 5:30 Quarantini, the OG Broadway Talk Live show with Dylan Bustamante and Michael Hull. And their special guests are, you heard him singing tonight, the dreamy Bobby Conchi Thornton will be here. And also Josh Lemon.
and that'll be Thursday at 5:30.
Yes.
And then we are back here next Monday night at 9 o'clock with very special spooky
Spooky ooky guests
from the current cast of The Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera is here.
Hunky, dreamy Raoul, John Riddle, and
Riddle.
Christine herself, Megan Pacherno.
Yes.
So
We've
check
got
us out.
Raoul and Christine. You guys,
We got a whole opera show for you next week. It's gonna be off the rails.
amazing. The ring light might drop from the ceiling. Who knows?
We're gonna have special effects. There's gonna be a lot of fog. Oh, we gotta get that fog
We need a fog machine.
Yeah, we'll get a
okay,
fog machine.
I put it on my list.
All right, we'll see you next Monday night. Of course, I am Kevin MT.
I'm Chris MT.
And this is MT Trivia with the Metzger-Timsons. Goodbye.